Overlord touching down. We have heavy casualties. Enemy units still moving in on the palace. Please advise.
Hold your position, 4-1. We're mobilizing palace defenses, but we need time to evacuate the royal family.
Roger, Command. We'll do our best. Who the hell are they?
Alert! The palace is under attack. All units, man your stations. Mechwarrior, who are cleared to mobilize and engage at will. Gunnery crew, who are authorized to fire at incoming hostiles. Air units, back palace personnel to rally point Echo immediately.
We've got these 4 lenses up the wall. The support units. Looks mostly like LRM launches.
Sigma Lead, this is Sigma 2. Any idea what we're up against?
Well-equipped strike forces. Probably the 5th Donegal.
That's my old unit. Why would our own forces attack us?
It was inevitable. Everything has changed. Sigma Lance, form up on my lead. Central Guard is Sigma Lance leader. We're moving out.
We have the royal family aboard. We can't lift off until those SAM launchers are taken out.
Incoming LRMs, get clear. Look out! Get out of the hangar!
Get a track on those damn launchers.
I got track!
Take them out!
Impact!
Nice shot, Sig 2. All right, on my mark. We break off and head for the central courtyard.
We'll go back and try to regroup.
Incoming!
Activate AMS!
Sir! I got missiles coming in and I'm position right now! Oh my...
Sig 2, this is Lance leader. Do you read? Karis, can you hear me? Central Guard is Sigma leader. What's your status? Command, this is Sigma leader. I've lost contact with Central Guard. Any receiving unit. I have contact with main enemy force inside Central Courtyard. I'll delay them here as long as I can.
My son, I wish these did not have to be my final words to you. I must try to make up for years and only a few minutes while this message can still be sent. I've often regretted the words that I spoke when I sent you away. I don't want them to be the last that you hear from me. I was acting as a duke, not a father. I feared you'd bring dishonor to the family name. I was wrong. You may have thought yourself forgotten, but you've never been far from my thoughts. I've followed your deeds in the clan wars. You have done nothing but bring honor to your name and made me proud to be your father. If you could find it within yourself to forgive me, I'd hope to ask you to return home. Now there's no time, because I stood against Katrina Steiner when she betrayed her promises and seized control of the Commonwealth. Our world is to be made an example to the dukes who stood with me in resisting her. They're seizing Kentares. They've sent a strike force. It's only a matter of time before they breach the castle defenses. Your brothers, your sister. By the time you get this, I'm sure that we'll all be dead. Stay away from Kentares, Ian. Your Uncle Peter commands in the 4th Davion Guard off the planet. As long as he takes no action against her, Katrina won't risk moving against him. Go to him. Live on, and bear our name proudly. My son, I have always loved you, and I am very, very proud of the man that you have become. Goodbye.
Did you find the bodies? Do we know for certain they're all dead?
Steiner executed everyone at the castle who survived the initial attack. We don't know where they're buried. We don't believe anyone escaped. I know what you must be feeling, Ian. But your father's wishes were always for honor and justice, never for revenge.
Justice? My family's been killed, Peter. All but you. Whoever killed them deserves to be dead too.
But we've more important tasks first. We have to break Steiner's grip on Kentares IV, then remove your cousin William from the throne and restore legal rule.
William.
He's only a puppet, Ian. Steiner controls your homeworld. Our forces are small, but if we show the people they can fight back, I know they'll join with us and free Kentares. So, if you're your father's son, you'll get suited up. Our first strike must be now, before they discover we're here.
Throttle full, weapons online. pulse lasers, not much punch, but there's enough of them to do some damage. Oh, stepped in some Steiner.
Target destroyed.
We have to get those comm towers down. Now.
Stomping party.
All right, we've bloodied their noses, even if they won't know it right away. With communications cut, we'll be able to move in secrecy for a while. From here on, I want you to take a command role with the team. They need to start seeing you as their leader. So I'd like you to determine our next mission and get us set up. I've uploaded our TAC officer's operational overview. It's simple enough. Steiner only left a few dropships behind, and all but one are hangared here on the moon, where it's safe. Before we hit Dirtside, we'll need to destroy the dropships to cripple the mobility of Steiner's defensive forces. We also have to raid additional supplies from some of the remaining lunar facilities. They're undefended. The only threat to those raids are Steiner mobile artillery units. They'll have to be neutralized before we can start our raiding operations.
All right.
I've asked Carl Sontag, our technical officer, to configure mechs for the missions. Now, Carl's a good man, and one hell of an engineer. Your father used to say, give Carl 100 tons of steel wool, and he'll knit you an atlas overnight. Change the loadouts if you want to, but I doubt you'll improve on his choices. We're all waiting for your orders, Ian. I know you're up to the challenge.
Yes?
Good news. Tactical just informed me that the techs have pulled Steiner encryption codes out of the mess we left behind at the comm facility. We'll be able to intercept enemy communications. Well, some of them, anyway. We should also be able to locate other pockets of resistance. We should start getting some useful information in the next few hours. I'll keep you updated.
Hello, Carl. It's been a long time.
I didn't know if you'd remember me. I served your father for a long time, but the last time I saw you, you were a boy. Duke Eric was a fine man and a great leader. We will miss him. I will miss him. He would have wanted better for you, but I'll give you the best I can. I've modified our mechs by stripping out some of the heat sinks. The heat dissipation in this environment is so efficient, they'd just be erased. You won't need much speed for these missions, so I've added extra armor, just in case. Not much weaponry to choose from yet, but that will change soon enough. Bring in any good weapons or material as salvage, and I will keep you ready to fight. I kept your father's mechs in shape for him. I'll do the same for you, young Dresari.
This is Omega Control. Omega Support, standby position. Omega Launch, the mobile launchers you need to neutralize should be somewhere in the ravine. You may encounter them at any point along your sweep pattern, so maintain active radar and move to nav point Alpha. Sweep and destroy any units you encounter in the ravine.
Roger, Control. Moving to nav point Alpha.
Roger, Control. Radar active. Display set to maximum range. We'll run the pattern and ice anything we find.
Good luck.
Thanks, Major. Lieutenant Dresari, let's do it.
Roger that, Omega 2.
It's Gonzalez, sir.
Roger that, Gonzalez.
Sensors. Online. Weapons systems online. All functioning systems nominal.
Sir, I've got a visual on a mech. Must be an escort. Let's take him out.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Scratch one launcher. Let's nail the other one.
Looks like they got a lot of ammo on board those things. We better stay clear of the blast or we may take some damage.
Target destroyed. Nav point Alpha reached. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Contact ahead, sir.
Nav point Beta reached.
Now it gets interesting.
Weapon destroyed. Weapon destroyed. Target destroyed. Warning. Damage critical. Ammunition depleted. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Roger, Gonzalez. I think we got them all. Control, this is Omega 1. We've run the pattern. All units neutralized.
Roger, Omega 1. Good work. Return to base. Omega support begins salvage operations. See if there's any ammo to recover. Carl can use anything we could possibly repair. Window, 3 hours.
Roger, Control. Starting salvage operations.
Epsilon 2 sweeps complete. You're clear to begin operations at Thorless Basin.
Roger, Control. Moving out.
Good work, Lieutenant. Pleasure working with you.
Same here, Gonzalez. I'm happy with any mission I can walk back from.
Roger.
Yes?
It's Jules Gonzalez. Good work out there. Keep it up. I talked with Colonel Sharp. He said you were blooded again.
Yes?
It's Jules Gonzalez. Good work out there. Keep it up. I talked with Colonel Sharp. He said you were blooded against the clans. Guess that means you've seen heavy action.
I saw my share.
That's good. Because what we've run up against so far is minor compared to what we'll find down in Kentares. And that's straight from the Colonel. I just didn't want you to thinking it was always going to be this easy.
I figured.
Maybe we'll live through this.
Young Dresari, just so you know, I have adapted the gear you brought in as salvage for use with our mechs.
Good work.
It's nice equipment. Steiner shops well. Once we get planetside, there will be more. And more need of it.
Hey, Ian.
Hey.
I was surfing the airwaves and thought you might enjoy this. Sounds like some kindred spirits down on Kentares.
This is the voice of freedom. The oppression of the illegal Steiner occupation force does not go unchecked. Across our planet, small patriots are struggling to overthrow the Steiner tyrants and their puppet billion. Do not be fooled by Steiner's propaganda. Their claims that yesterday's communications interruption was the result of an inconvenient mechanical failure are lies. Military and defense networks were neutralized by one of the many resistance Rising and Steiner. Take heart, loyal citizens. Enemy invaders on our soil are not as powerful as they would have us believe.
Sensors online. Weapons systems online. All functioning systems nominal. Beta reached. Level critical. Shutdown imminent. Target destroyed. Heat level critical. Shutdown imminent.
Two ships down. One left.
Warning. Damage critical. Target destroyed. Heat level critical. Shutdown imminent. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Control, this is Omega Lead. Mission accomplished.
Roger, Omega. Congratulations. All units, mission accomplished. Omega, return to base heading 170. Salvage, mobilize for recovery operations. Window 4 hours. Omega forward, stand by for security patrols on arrival salvage. Control out.
With those dropships destroyed, Steiner won't be able to effectively counter our attacks on Kentares. This was a tough mission, Ian. It was an honor to fight by your side.
Yeah? Nice moves out there today, Ian. I guess Steiner forces will be doing a lot of walking now, right? Anyway, welcome to the team. Since we're going to be fighting together, there's something that I have to tell you. I can juggle. Once you're a Duke, will you be accepting auditions for Court Jester?
I'll keep you in mind, Casey.
I do look good in one of those funny hat things. Think it over.
Ian, we intercepted an important communication. I wanted you to see it. This is the face of our enemy, Lord Marcus Roland, the planetary governor appointed by Archon Katherine. We intercepted this message about an hour ago.
I've already assembled the text, but I will not send up this dropship without a military presence. I don't think it's a technical problem we're facing.
Don't think, Major. Just do it.
Next is Major Vanda Castro, Roland's adjutant. We don't know much about her yet. Castro was apparently appointed to Roland's staff only a few months ago. I can tell you this, she's dangerous.
I've seen the reports. Organized resistance has steadily increased since our occupation, not diminished. We have to consider the possibility that communications were cut off in preparation for additional strikes.
You can't seriously believe that our resources on the moon are in any danger. Scattered thefts and minor acts of sabotage are hardly organized resistance.
Just call one of your attack dogs and have a lance released to my authority.
Very well. I'll pass your request down to Burke and Culin. Perhaps one of them is in a charitable mood.
Interesting transmission. Apparently Roland and Castro are not working together very well. We may be able to exploit that. The intercept also gives us a new deadline. Steiner has an additional dropship somewhere. If Castro gets troops, she can have them here in a matter of hours. We need to secure our supplies and move the operation to Kentares IV ahead of schedule.
So, what's the plan?
Well, I'll take Gonzalez and lift off in Dropship 1 and see if I can slow down Castro. I'm giving you Casey and Jen Mechwarrior, who's one of our best. You take the supplies in Dropship 2 and establish a beachhead in the Arctic. Elise Rathburn, my tactical officer, will go with you. She's the brains behind this operation, Ian, so rely on her for your operational planning. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. You've proven yourself an able mech pilot and gunner with a solid grasp of tactics. Now you get a chance to test your resolve. I've ordered support personnel to begin loading up our ship as quickly as possible and prep for liftoff. However, it will take some time before we're ready to get underway. If Castro is able to get a drop ship and troops, she'll have located us already. So far, scans are negative, but she may have set down some distance away. We should be prepared to repel an inbound enemy lance at any time. If you can handle defending the ship until we power up, I'll see to the final preparations for departure. Rathburn out.
Omega Lance, we're getting cargo secured. As soon as we're ready for lift, you need to get on board as quickly as possible. We're tracking multiple targets inbound.
We've got him on radar control. Moving to intercept.
Roger, Omega 1. Remember, protect the dropship APUs, or we're dead on the ground.
Roger that, Control. We'll keep them off you.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons systems online. All functioning systems nominal.
This is Mechwarrior. We're on him.
Enemy detected.
There goes the Colonel's ship.
Well, I hope they intercept that Steiner dropship.
Omega Lance, one of the APUs is taking damage. Omega Lance, we've lost one of the APUs. This is Control. They're hitting another APU. You've got to keep those APUs safe until we're powered up.
Target destroyed. Ammunition depleted. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Damage critical. Target destroyed.
last APU. You've got to stop them.
Target destroyed.
We're showing a clear scope. Looks like you got them all.
Roger that, Control. Good work, everybody.
Hey, I just wanted a ride. Seemed like the only way to be sure I got one.
Right.
I'm just glad that's the last of them. I was beginning to think they'd just keep coming.
This is Control. We've almost got full power. Omega support, get all personnel to ship. Omega Lance, return to ship and prepare for lift.
Roger, Control. Preparing for ingress.
Ian here. It's Jen, right?
Yes, sir.
Please, call me Ian. I was just getting set up for our next stop.
Sir, Ian, I just wanted to discuss how it went out there. I don't think it was my best performance.
I thought you were fine.
Well, defensive operations aren't my strong suit. I'm more comfortable in the attack. I'm a very capable Mechwarrior, and if you check my dossier, I think you'll find that my record reflects that. Anyway, it was an honor to fight with you, sir. I really believe in what we're doing.
Thanks, Jen. Sorry, I've got another message coming in. Yes?
The flight crew tells me that we're on track for a successful polar deorbit. Your uncle won't risk communications while in flight, but he'll contact us once we're both down.
What are the plans for our first planet-side operation?
Peter and I chose to hit the SpySat launch and control facility on the Elysium Tundra. The satellite network provides Roland with worldwide reconnaissance. We should be able to evade detection for a while, but inevitably he'll pick us up. Once he does, he can track our every move. So, we intend to use his own toys against him.
Ian here. It's Jen, right?
Yes, sir.
Please, call me Ian. I was just getting set up for our next stop.
Sir, Ian, I just wanted to discuss how it went out there. I don't think it was my best performance.
I thought you were fine.
Well, defensive operations aren't my strong suit. I'm more comfortable in the attack. I'm a very capable Mechwarrior, and if you check my dossier, I think you'll find that my record reflects that. Anyway, it was an honor to fight with you, sir. I really believe in what we're doing.
Thanks, Jen. Sorry, I've got another message coming in. Yes?
The flight crew tells me that we're on track for a successful polar deorbit. Your uncle won't risk communications while in flight, but he'll contact us once we're both down.
What are the plans for our first planet-side operation?
Peter and I chose to hit the SpySat launch and control facility on the Elysium Tundra. The satellite network provides Roland with worldwide reconnaissance. We should be able to evade detection for a while, but inevitably he'll pick us up. Once he does, he can track our every move. So, we intend to use his own toys against him. We hit a number of outlying facilities to stall a counterattack. Then we launch an assault on the satellite control station. We don't destroy it, we capture it. Peter's bringing in some of Carl's former colleagues, engineers who can aid us in taking over the station. Once we have control, we can use the satellites to identify Steiner targets and track troop movements.
Sounds good.
Before we set down, you'll have to scout out the area near our drop site. If any patrols identify our drop location, we're dead. We'll hot drop you prior to setting down. I recommend you keep your recon lance small to avoid detection, but that's your call. I'll upload the tactical overview for the rest of the op by the time you get back. Hopefully, Peter will have contacted us by then. Be sure to check your Lancemate roster and get me your picks for the mission as soon as possible.
All right. I'll get us set up for the drop.
We're getting close to the drop site, so you need to make final equipment and personnel choices. There won't be any support personnel available until after the dropship touches down, so if any of your Lance are forced to eject, it'll be a while before we're able to pick them up.
Understood.
Rathburn out.
Our equipment seems to have handled the trip just fine, young Dresari. I just wish there was a bit more of it. There should be good supplies for salvage here on the tundra. Even some heavier chassis. We could use them.
Agreed.
Heat management shouldn't be much of a problem in this environment, but it will be more of a factor than on the moon. Since the enemy will be more formidable here, you'll want to use surprise in your tactics. Perhaps some long-range weapons in your loadout specifications. Also, speed will be more of a factor, particularly in this terrain. Faster mechs can handle the steeper slopes more effectively.
I'll keep that in mind.
A piece of advice, young Dresari. Balance your Lancemate's loadout with your own. You want to fight as a coordinated whole, not as a collection of mismatched single combatants. Once you've specified the mech configurations you'll be using, I'll get them set up as quickly as possible. Good luck.
Sir?
Yes, Casey?
I notice we've been encountering a lot of smaller combatants. I tend to try to take those targets out at longer range since their weapons are often range limited.
Prudent.
When I'm on Lance, I'd like you to consider me your official sniper, sir. Okay, maybe not official, but I'd like to be outfitted for longer range engagements. It's a tactic I use a lot and heartily recommend.
When possible, I'll try to arrange for you to be appropriately outfitted for that role.
Thanks, sir. I'd also recommend that we all try to use it to our full advantage. I suspect we're going to be encountering a lot of smaller craft in this environment. Even against mechs, you can do a lot of damage with long-range sniping, particularly if you're not in a hurry.
All right, Casey. I'll try to remember that, and encourage the rest of the team to use it when appropriate.
Watch that first step.
Control, this is Omega Lead. We're down.
Roger, Omega Lead. We're preparing for touchdown. We know Steiner's running patrols out here, so scout all nav points and neutralize any units you encounter. We can't risk being discovered.
Roger, Control. Sweep and destroy. En route to Nav Point Alpha.
Look like bullseyes.
Target destroyed.
Attack my target.
That's a Roger.
out designated target.
Roger.
Attack my target.
That's a roger. That's that target.
Nav point Alpha reached. Enemy detected.
Casey here. Looks like some kind of resupply outpost.
Control, we've got some kind of small outpost here.
Roger, Omega Lead. Probably a recon base. Take out any defenses and mobile units.
Affirmative, Control. In progress.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. And nav point Beta reached. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Attack my target.
Copy that.
Recommended level. Target destroyed. Ammunition depleted. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Omega Lead, this is Control. We're still picking up some transmissions.
Target
Suspect there are more units in the area. You'd better double back and make sure you got them all. Set radar to maximum range.
Roger, Control. I'll sweep the area again and make sure no one's left. Control, this is Omega Lead. I show a clear scope. I think that's it.
Roger, Omega Lead. We confirm that. We're touching down.
Confirmed.
As soon as we're down, I'll have the salvage team sweep the area and see what they can recover. Control out.
Omega, be advised, Steiner's elite units are deployed in this area, so you may have some tougher fights.
Uncle Peter.
Glad to see you made it safely down. I understand you encountered some patrols in your area. Steiner's in a higher state of alert than I expected. We were able to engage the Steiner dropship and severely disabled it before we lost contact. We took some damage, but we're fine. I'll RV with the satellite engineering team tomorrow. Get them there as quickly as possible. Knock out as many of the defenses as you can.
Uncle Peter.
Glad to see you made it safely down. I understand you encountered some patrols in your area. Steiner's in a higher state of alert than I expected. We were able to engage the Steiner dropship and severely disabled it before we lost contact. We took some damage, but we're fine. I'll RV with the satellite engineering team tomorrow. Get them there as quickly as possible. Knock out as many of the defenses as you can before we get there.
I'm working on it.
I'm sure you'll do fine. Elise sent another comm intercept. No big surprises, but I told her to pass it on to you. I'll be in touch as soon as I get the engineering group into the area. Take care.
Ian, I just wanted to request something about the Lance.
Please, go ahead.
I'm used to being outnumbered, not being able to overwhelm the enemy. So I tend to try to get as close as possible to my objective using ECM and limited active radar scans before attacking. I think we're facing that kind of situation now.
You're more talented at stealth than some of us, Jen.
Well, maybe. But they're skills anyone can learn, and the only way to get better is practice. My old commander was a big advocate of carefully coordinating attacks so that the enemy wouldn't be able to effectively use his defenses against you. Using ECM, limited radar scans, holding fire until the last moment. In the situation we're facing, particularly here, I think this could be very effective.
Thanks, Jen. I'll keep it in mind. And I'll remember to draw on your skills.
Thanks, Ian.
Here's the transmission we intercepted from Vanta Castro. She's speaking to Captain James Cullen, one of the architects of the invasion. We suspect Cullen issued the orders to eliminate your family. We believe he's currently tasked with pacifying the populace and suppressing any loyalist uprisings. Transmission follows.
We don't know where they are. Haven't you been listening? I can't even verify if they're still on the moon. We must assume they're on the planet preparing to strike at us again.
Making assumptions in warfare is risky, Major. Look what it's already cost you. Don't ask me to loan you my toys if you're going to send them back broken.
If you had sent me veterans for the assignment as I requested, we wouldn't be having this problem, Cullen. I want 3 companies detached under my authority. I need to get them in place before it's too late.
And I'll be happy to pass along your request to Lord Roland.
I'm giving you an order, Captain. I want a solid spread of mechs and armor covering our flanks until we know the enemy's location and strength.
And I would love to comply, truly. But there's a shortage of dropships for moving personnel right now. Or hadn't you noticed?
Yes, Carl.
I don't want to intrude, young Dresari, but I wanted to suggest something. We can use any supplies we recover, no question. But while you're considering where to strike first, consider also that when we strike the mech outpost, we may be able to capture some larger mechs before they can even get pilots into them. The machine isn't dangerous without a mind to control it, and salvaging some more powerful chassis with no combat damage could help turn the tide in every mission afterwards.
Omega Lance, this is Control. You're nearing maximum detection range for the communication relay. Suggest you shut down radar and go to passive sensors only.
Sensors online. Weapons systems online. All functioning systems nominal.
There's the comm array.
Hey, I walks into a bar with a penguin under one arm and a 3-foot salami under the other.
Clear the comm, Mechwarrior. Steiner may home in on any transmission, even bad joke.
Sorry, Major.
Nav point Alpha reached.
Omega Lead, we have a problem. Steiner priority frequencies just lit up with a lot of traffic. Looks like you've been spotted. They'll call in reinforcements and we won't be able to hold the base.
We need additional supplies. Any alternatives?
Intel patrols observed a couple of choppers touching down last night. I can try to get some pilots out there. If you can eliminate any resistance, we might be able to grab the choppers and get out in time. I'm designating the choppers as Nav Zeta.
Acknowledged. Sounds like a long shot, Major.
With luck, I can have pilots there inside 5 minutes.
We'll pull out if it gets too hot.
Either way, since we can't hold the base, you might as well destroy everything but those choppers. No sense in leaving it to Steiner.
Roger, Control. If we can't take it with us, we won't leave it behind. Omega out.
Nav point Beta reached. Enemy detected. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Looks like those scout choppers have made us. Let's light them up.
Target destroyed. Nav point Gamma reached. Enemy detected. Enemy detected. Nav point Delta reached. Enemy detected. Enemy detected. Enemy detected.
Control, this is 435. We have pilots on board and are en route to the base.
Roger, 3-5. You copy that, Omega Lead?
Copy. Pilots en route.
Warning. Approaching critical heat level. Heat level critical. Shutdown imminent.
Take out designated target.
Roger.
destroyed.
Attack my target.
That's a roger. This is 3-5. We have the pilots at the base. We'll attempt to get them to the choppers.
Roger, 3-5.
Check fire. We're on the same side.
Warning. Heat exceeding recommended level.
Omega, we've lost the pilots. Break contact and get to the extraction point.
is at nav point Alpha. Supply depot is at Epsilon. Once you hit the array, they'll have no way to call in reinforcements, and you should be clear.
Acknowledge, Control. Moving to nav point Alpha.
Omega forward. Are you in position at Beta?
We're moving into the area, Control. We're encountering some rough terrain, but we'll be ready.
Radar off, running quiet.
Sensors online. Weapons systems online. All functioning systems nominal. Active radar engaged. Radar off. Passive sensors engaged.
Hey, I got a joke for you. A polar bear walks into a bar with a penguin under one arm and a 3-foot salami under the other.
Clear the comm, Mechwarrior. Steiner may home in on any transmission, even bad jokes.
Sorry, Major.
There's the comm array.
Well done, Omega Lance. Not a murmur on Steiner channels. Proceed through nav points for fastest route to the supply depot. Intel indicates not more than one lance of defending mechs supported by combat aircraft. If possible, destroy any comm facilities at the base to prevent recall of local patrols.
Roger, Control. We'll take out any defenders and communication facilities. We'll try to leave the rest intact for salvage.
Intel patrols observed a couple of heavy cargo choppers touching down last night. Try to leave those alone. They'll still have a lot of supplies aboard.
Roger, Control. Leave cargo choppers intact.
Casey.
Casey here.
Now that the array's down, you can probably tell that joke.
Negative, Control. It wasn't that funny anyway.
Nav point Beta reached. Nav point Gamma reached. Nav point Delta reached.
Two scout choppers inbound.
With passive sensors, they may need a direct visual to notice you. Ian, we're seeing short-range communications from the base. They may be recalling their patrols. Better expect a few more visitors.
Roger, Control.
Just what we need. A few more people shooting at us.
Active radar engaged. Enemy detected. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Attack my target.
Roger. salvage.
Attack my target.
Roger. Salvage.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Heat level critical. Shutdown imminent. Enemy detected.
Take out designated target.
That's a roger.
Take out designated target.
Roger. Looks like we made enough noise to attract some attention. 2 mechs inbound. Must be a patrol. Check fire. We're on the same side.
Warning. Heat exceeding recommended level. Warning. Damage critical. Warning. Heat exceeding recommended level.
I count 0 hostiles. Base is secured.
Acknowledge, 2-5.
Well done, Omega. We're sending in infantry to secure the structures. Once it's clear, we'll get salvage teams into the area. Should be quite a haul. Carl will be a happy man. Return to base, heading 170.
Roger. On the way.
I'm just happy we're finished. Color that salvage.
Not bad, Chief.